Dude up.
Yes, sir. Hey, Nick.
What's up, man? I'm doing great, guys. Yeah, thanks for having me.
I don't know if you remember me. I saw you at the softball game, and I told you to hit a home run when you were walking by.
And then I flied out to center, damn it. Sorry. I let everybody down.
No, you're good, brother. Good to see you. Thank you.
Cool. Can I just check, guys? Are you recording it not via Zoom then? You're doing it your own way because I haven't seen the record come on. Yeah. Amazing. Perfect. I just wanted to double check. Brilliant. Let's go.
I'm doing a fantastic time, baby. How about you guys? No. It means so much, and it doesn't just mean it to me. It means it to all the pieces that were involved. And me being there for a year and a half, I sure as hell hoped. It feels like it helped a lot. But the groundwork has been laid for years now. The behind the scenes people, Tommy and Hunter coming up creatively with everything, people getting hired, getting some new fresh faces that are 20 years old and just breaking onto the scene, bringing so brand new knockouts in, bring brand new fighters in, and then having the likes of the Hardys and Joe Hendry going viral every other week and doing something cool. So all these pieces mixed together with this groundswell of just this organic support. When you get a chance to see the show, I just, guys, just like when everyone pitched this place to me, check out the locker room. You'll never see anything like it. And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was blown away. It is an absolute, it's not 99% of a team with some outsiders. It is a 100% team effort in the ring and behind the scenes. That's why I'm so proud of getting the 7,600 plus. That and the relationship with WWE, it's been extremely fruitful on both sides. I hate more than anything, and I cannot stress this enough, that this is not a joke or a bit, that our champions do not work for TNA. That is absolutely heartbreaking. But if you got to go above and beyond. We made this relationship because we think it can help us. One way or another, we're going to get those titles back, and hopefully it means even more, or hopefully it even means now we crown. Here is the next 10 years of our champions, men and women. They're right here, homegrown TNA, and make it count, because I hate that they are not in our locker room.
Yeah, I do as well. I do as well. But Nick, the Bound for Glory pre-sale, they're really massive. You know, they came out today. Everyone's really, really excited
Yes.
about it. What's kind of TNA's momentum right now after a big show for Slammiversary? And how do you personally feel making a statement at this year's Bound for Glory? You know, biggest show. You know, you guys just had a big one, but
Yeah.
what's the momentum for TNA going into the big one here in October?
The momentum is here because we set a goal 6 months ago. Carlos came in and said, we're going to set a goal. We're going to get all these butts in seats. We're going to get all the world talking about us, and we're going to make it all go down in 6 months at Slammiversary. And here's the best part of it. Just like me personally, they set a goal. We all did it together. The next night, we're like, is it time to take a break? Absolutely not. The next day, we all go, okay, next goal, Bound for Glory. We get all these butts in the seats. We get everybody talking about us. We earn it. And now we're off and running and doing it again. So that's what's going to make Bound for Glory the biggest one in decades or years or whatever the hell it is, because the word is out, the relationship with WWE, NXT, and the most important part, when you get your foot in the door at TNA and check out a show, a match, a favorite of yours, anything, it gets everybody going, wow, why didn't I do this before? Because the roster, the show, the writing, the creative, everybody, the production, everything is absolutely rocking and rolling. And that's why I'm so proud. That's why Friday, when it goes on, the tickets go on sale for Bound for Glory for the public August 1st, everybody's going to be jumping at it, because the pre-sale, I'm so excited. I got texted this right before I started this interview. The pre-sale is the biggest one in Bound for Glory history. That is an absolute testament to the fans and the hard work of everybody here, especially the unsung heroes behind the scenes. I'm telling you, the production truck, people making the show happen, our producers, they are the last notch that puts us over the top, and I love it so much. So creatively, I'm not going to touch that because I don't want anyone to know yet. But the important part is my brother and I still rocking and rolling together, still keeping everything together. We absolutely, in all wrestling normalcy, there is a definite rematch at some point. That's how the business works. Contractually, it's in there. You'll find out in the next couple of weeks that we made sure it was. So everything is going to be great. We're doing well together. We're very disappointed that we lost the titles. That was their match, and I completely understand it, but I'm never okay with losing. I'm never okay with not having 100% effort and coming out on top. So together, we're just regrouping and making things happen. We will stick together. I've been very, very happy with the work we've done together, and I've made this a huge point. I'm hard on a lot of people that I know are friends, relatives, whatever. I'm the hardest on myself. If myself and my brother Ryan didn't work out at all or was even like pretty good, I was going to pull the plug because I didn't want to waste time when there's so many hungry superstars in our way that all want that spot. I didn't want to take it away if we were doing average work or good work. Together, until Slammiversary, we were rocking and rolling on all cylinders. So we're going to try and get it back. There will be a rematch at some point, but right now we're good to go, but we just got to regroup.
Shout out Ryan. I'm actually his #1 fan right here.
There we go. I
love
knew
that
he
guy.
had one
He's
somewhere.
great. Oh, dude, I love him so much. He's great. Really great guy. But I want to ask you this because you're such a veteran in this business. Hell, you've been everywhere and you've done it all. What would you say in this new TNA era, especially going in for Bound for Glory? What's kind of your role? Is it to maybe mentor the younger guys like the Leon Slaters coming up? Is it to, make sure you have good matches and put those guys over? What's kind of your role here in this new brand of TNA?
I feel like it's a role that I've had even when I was younger, a little wiser beyond my years than I should be, because normally when you're the younger guy, the first 5, 7, 8, 10 years, you're kind of listening to everybody else. After about 4 or 5, I was the guy telling everyone else what to do and taking over as a general because I'm psychotic about this business and not wanting it to be okay. And every match, you should be judged. What have you done for us lately? You had a great match at Slammiversary. If you don't have one at Bound for Glory, you're not cutting from me. So I want every night to be great. And it goes without saying that for a long time, people have been asking my advice. Older wrestlers, my same age, much younger, whatever. But behind the scenes, that's a huge part that I think is like an unsung part of the veterans that we do have. The Hardys behind the scenes have been helping out tons of young up-and-comers. Anytime someone comes to me, they're usually born when I started wrestling or something like that. So it's really funny. But when you have a creative conversation, you get that 2025 excited vibe, and like, here's my 1980s version of it that we can meld together and take the psychology that always works 101 and mix it with the being the year 2025 and come up with something extra special. And that point of view, I feel like, I can't believe I'm saying this, like I'm the Michael P.S. Hayes of behind the scenes at WWE. He's an older guy, but he has a bunch of crazy ideas and he's actually put them to use in the ring, and I'm putting them out there with everyone else too. But also, if you're out there with me, I am not okay with a 99% A+. It needs to be 100%. And if not, you're going to hear from me because it is a tough love, because I want the company to grow. I want the talent to grow. I want the moment. I want everyone talking about the show. So I don't sleep much because I can't stop, but there are so many interactions that I'm having, and it's very positive with young up-and-comers, and they're, for the most part, not jerks about it either. Like, why can't I just do this thing? They're like, hey, why didn't this work, or why will it? And that's how you have a real good conversation. And so many bright minds. The future's in good hands, but right now we got to keep scratching and clawing just to get over another hump. Another goal, Bound for Glory, went on to the next goal.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. You know what? I've said this very publicly and privately backstage. Guys, and at the time we were the tag team champions, looking forward to that Slammiversary ladders match. I go, guys, I got a lot on my plate right now, but if I have to be the one to do this, I'm basically looking back and going, don't make me turn this car around. Everybody, to the young kids in the back, go, if you can't handle this, once I handle my business at Slammiversary, I guess I'll go get the titles because I want them to be here so much. I don't care about being champion. I would represent this company, 0 titles, 0 wins, whatever. I'd be happy to talk about them. But if I got that strap on my shoulder, and I'm talking about the company, everyone listens a little bit more. So if I have to go get it, I will happily do it. Has nothing to do with my tag team. My brother and I would be on the same page no matter what. And if Bound for Glory doesn't come through, then I'm going to have to step in. Trick is going to be a big star someday, but right now he is not, and he is in my way, and he is not in our locker room, and someone needs to knock him the hell out and take that title back.
Let's talk about it. Nick, I don't want to take up too much of your time here. I just asked you this, before we get to Bound for Glory, we have a huge emergence August 15th and another show August 16th. Yes. What can kind of fans expect from those events, and how are those events kind of going to set the tone for Bound for Glory kind of coming up in October?
The best part is whether it's a gigantic pay-per-view that everyone has known about for years that has a tradition, or it's a live event, we treat it no differently. And I cannot stress that enough. Like, I'm not just saying that. My favorite matches are live events because sometimes it's not the hugest card that in the world's talking about. So you get a little bit more time to tell your stories and give back to the fans. So when it comes to emergence, so, not the long story tradition of Bound for Glory where and you've heard about before. Emergence, like, this is something that we're going to use to get everybody's butts in there for the 15th and the 16th. Is like, you want to see us do what we do, it's going to be a little bit easier for you here. We're coming to your town. Let's make it happen. And then everybody's there and they go, wow, now I have to see what happens at Bound for Glory. So it is a genuine, I haven't had one person. We'll do the VIP meet and greets after the shows a lot because that's another way of getting some ground support and people coming back. And there has been maybe 100 or 200 times I've asked. A handful of times people said, yeah, that was pretty good. I'll probably come back. 98% of the time, they said, I cannot believe I wasn't coming here sooner. And I'm like, well, you're going to come the next time that we just announced? They go, we already got our tickets. And I go, or we've already set the pre-sale date into our email. And I go, that is exactly what we're looking to do. So my anecdotal evidence here, non-data-wise, has equaled out with the biggest ever pre-sale for Bound for Glory because everybody wants to come check it out. So I'm very much looking forward to Emergence and the 16th, the live event, because we get just a little bit more time to give to the fans there. And that's something that gets everybody talking about us too. Hell yeah. There we go. Hell yeah. Gonna be a big one, baby. Love it. Thank you.
Yes.
There is only one place in the world with the crab cake that can satisfy me, and that is Jimmy's Seafood, because it is 99.9% no filler, no BS, just jumbo lump, flaky, melt in your mouth crab cake. Otherwise, I like a good lobster roll with a lot of I like the hot one and the cold. Hot one with some hot butter, parsley on top. But Jimmy's there's been so good to wrestling fans and wrestlers. Those guys rock. They have killer seafood, the greatest crab cake you will ever taste. And I've been to like Michelin star restaurants. Don't compare.
Yeah, my final question again, Nick, thank you so much. I'm 22, I've been watching you since I was in middle school. So I really appreciate, taking the time and getting to speak with you. But my final question would just be, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind in TNA? Because you've been there for over a year and there's a lot that you've done, but to me, you're just there's still so much for you left to do in TNA wrestling. What kind of a legacy, or how do you want to be remembered for your run here?
So I've gotten to a point where, but there's 15, 20 years ago, a bunch of things came up, and my first action figure, my first t-shirt, my first, I was told I'd never be world champion and became world champion. There's a bunch of firsts, the video game, all these, a kid coming up and high-fiving me and doing my hip shake with my shirt on. I'm like, all these things, there's millions of them. And what it comes down to now, I'm not sitting here going, I needed to win another. If I win 4 more world championships, then I'll be happy. I'm never going to be happy. I don't sleep. That's the reason I'm driven like this. So all I want to do is go out there and have everybody start even more so talking about TNA because of the spark that we got going a little before Slammiversary and Rock and Roll now. But I don't care about titles. I don't care about wins. I want to get in the ring with the next generation that are going to be taken over one day, and I'm going to beat their ass and make them fight for me to take it, because that's what's going to make them so much better down the line. All I want to do is when I retire, I want people to talk about, oh, I got this award, I got this award. I want everyone to know that I gave everything I could to this business, and it is better for me being in it, and the future is bright because of the trail that I left for everyone else. That, and I'll slap the shit out of Trick and take that title if I got it myself.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Thank you. You got it, brothers. Thank you guys for the time.
Yes, sir.